What is going on with y'all, man? It is Black Balloon, and I'm coming back with another video, man. So y'all already know what's going on. All right, y'all. Look, I've never heard Omar Gooden talk the way he talked in this interview. I'm not surprised because I've seen him on another podcast, which is that podcast on the Blue Couch, where Jaguar Wright used to go on their podcast all the time. So I know y'all remember that page. They interview everybody on the Blue Couch. And when I seen him go there, I was like, all right, he must be talking about something, but I didn't watch it. They didn't really get into, the good stuff like he did on the Art of Dialogue channel. So that's why we're here today. I'm sure y'all know who Omar Gooden is. I mean, you instantly think of Baby Boy besides Tyrese. You think of Hanging with Mr. Cooper. You might even think of Smart Guy before you even think of Baby Boy. But I don't know. Maybe we know him more from Baby Boy. I think he was on another show called like Family Time or something like that. Like, huge back in the early 2000s. Smart Guy ran for like 2 or 3 years in the late 90s. So Omar Gooden has basically been in Hollywood since, he was a kid, basically. I was even surprised. I guess I just didn't realize it. I mean, he's almost 50 years old. I think he's 49, but it makes sense because obviously Cuba Gooding Jr. is older than him. I think he's damn near 60 or something like that. But Omar Gooden goes on the Art of Dialogue channel and he basically talks about the casting couch. He talks about people in Hollywood, certain stars selling their soul. I mean, the stuff, we always talk about on this channel. But I like the way he actually talked about it because it wasn't just like, oh yeah, these people sell their soul, they do anything for a role. He actually gave it, very real. And in a way I haven't really heard people who've been in Hollywood all their life talk about it. Let's just say it was kind of like refreshing to hear it in a way from someone who we watched when we were very young. And it just confirms a bunch of the stuff that we always talk about on this channel. And once again, we have someone who's, in a sense, bold enough to now come out and say it. So with that being said, y'all, I'm not going to really talk too much in this intro. We'll go ahead and jump right into the clip. Check this out.
Selling your soul in Hollywood, is that a real thing?
Oh, yeah. I believe it begins with the choices you make with what you find acceptable. If you get a role and it requires you to do certain things that you think is acceptable and you do them, then you'll get that call. Then you'll know. One thing always leads to another. It's not like you walk into Hollywood and they go like, "Hi, red pill, blue pill. Which one do you want?" No. They put you through the test. They know who they can get away with what. People do things on camera because they're comfortable doing them. If they're uncomfortable doing them, they shouldn't be doing them. It's just that simple. That's when problems happen. Problems and cases and situations and all this inappropriate because you weren't comfortable doing it anyway, but you did it. And now you want to come back and say, "I was so the whole time, I couldn't believe it." But the people doing the hiring go, I think they like this, or I think they're with it, or they're okay with it. I think they'll do it. This makes sense. Oh, they look like a natural. Oh, they're crying, this and that. They're fine. You okay with nudity? They strip. Oh, they're fine. They're good. And then later they come out and say, "Oh, I was damaged and they told me I had to, or else if I don't put on this lipstick and dress, I'll never make it in Hollywood." Nobody says that. They just put it in front of you. So you want to do, we can do a dress. Oh, hell yeah. They slide in that dress, zip it up and put the lipstick on and the eyes, and they're happy with it. They're comfortable doing that. They're fine. That's them. They're good. That's the people that do it. It's the ones when you come to, let's see if Omar put the dress on. Yeah, no. No, it's not me. I'm not I say the dress, but it's a metaphor for just doing things that I think are unnecessary, especially for comedy. I wasn't the Three Stooges type of I'm not the one I walk in and I trip and fall. You ain't got to hit me in the face with a pie. Ah, now I'm funny. Ha ha ha. Nah, just give me the line. I'll make it funny. I'll figure a way to say it cleverly that'll make everybody laugh. I don't have to trip and fall. I don't have to walk into a screen. Oh, jackass. No, I don't. That's not how I am. So it's easier for me to turn down things that I go, nah, I'm not going to do that. Why would I do that? That make me look foolish? No. My character, my fan base likes what they like. So when I get feedback on, man, I loved you in this role, I loved you in that role, and they say things like, man, everything you do is solid, like, that's cool, thanks. I've done some things that overall as a project probably weren't solid, but my contribution to it was, when they see you, you don't let us down. Cool. I think of them when I choose roles. You know what I mean? I also think about what I'm comfortable with and what I would have to compromise or not. But I do believe, yes, it's a very real thing. It's very spiritual. There's some people don't believe in God, but do believe in the devil. Well, where'd the devil come from? How do you believe in one and not the other? You don't believe evil exists? Will you say sing a prayer in a church and yeah, sure. All right, now we do this devil enchantment and da 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 da. No, I ain't doing that. I'm not playing with him. Yeah, yeah. You know it's real. So why would he not say, yeah, will you do all this? I'll give you all the desires of your heart, but I'm gonna collect that later. And we see a lot of collections happen and happening. We see the collections. And when it's happening, everybody, oh, I can't believe they did that to them. Well, they made that deal a long time ago and he's here to collect. I think it's a very real thing. Just me being honest, So, and it all comes when you try to figure the right turn or the left turn to make or the right path or this and that. Just think about it. Sometimes what you just got to do is you look around the corner. It's the best way to figure out decision making. If I do this right now, I get this. But what's the worst thing that could happen from this? It's that. It's this. I put on a dress, some lipstick. Now I'm out. I'm in the party or I'm at a club. Someone go, there go that punk. You this and that, sissy. Watch yourself. That was just a move. No, it ain't. You like that shit. Now I gotta fight this man. We have to fight now. There's no other course of action. Because I put on that damn dress. Well, I'm not really like that, but I know that. No. That's part of it, yeah. That's enough right there to say, nah, well then I know my lane. I know what I can do. I'm not Tyler Perry. You're not comfortable in manhood. For one, that's not manhood. But let's not go there. What I'm just saying is it's the choices you make. And then if you make this choice, that choice, Hollywood sees you've already made these choices, well then I'm sure you have no problem with this. Now we'll give you all you want and you keep packing our agenda. We know whatever we give you, you'll do. So here, we'll give him all the money he wants because we say, now you're doing this because this is the agenda we want to push. This is what we want to make black men look like. This is what we want the picture of. So here, you got your money. Now go do it. That's selling your soul. You don't have a soul. It means you don't have a say. You just do what they tell you to do. Somebody thought I would do that and sent me a script and said, I'm doing this and I'm doing that. And I said, no, I'm not. But they already paid me. So I give them what I want to give them. Here, this is what you get, some push-ups. Anything else? Nope. We got to find another way now. We got to find another way because he didn't do what was on the script. Put a camera in the dressing room before he leaves. Tell him to take his shirt off real quick, put a change in my name. You know what I mean? That type of thing. But yes, I totally believe there's that. I've never been fortunately faced with okay, this is what it is. I think people like Dave Chappelle have, and they said, look, this is what we doing now. This is what we doing. This is the money on the table. Your choice. And he said, nah, fuck that. You know what I mean? Kudos to him. He survived, came back even stronger. You know what I mean? I think everyone has that moment. You have to make that choice, that decision. It may be professionally. It may be while you pulled over by the cops. It may be out at a club somewhere. You know what I mean? But everyone gets that choice. We all hope, pray that we make the right one.
See, I like what he said about one thing leading to another. And that's exactly what happens, or at least a lot of the stories that we've heard, even from smaller actors or actresses coming out and telling stories. It always starts with one thing, then it ends up being something much bigger, just depending on what you allowed or what you stood for in the first place. That's all we really hear. And I like the way he told it. He's like, it's not just a take a blue pill, take a red pill. It's all just depending on what you gonna allow. If you gonna wear that dress, they ain't sitting there forcing you to wear the dress. I mean, Chappelle said it. He said they tried to throw the dress on him multiple times. Y'all remember that clip?
That's happened to me. I'm doing a movie with Martin.
Yeah.
The movie's going good. So I walk in the trailer. I'm like, man, this must be the wrong trailer because there's a dress in here. They come in. The writer comes in. I think he's the writer. He's like, Dave, listen, we got this hilarious scene where Martin's sneaking out of jail. So he disguises you as a prostitute. And he put this dress on. And what? A prostitute? No, I'm not doing that. I don't feel comfortable with that. That should have been in the discussion. What? You don't feel comfortable with it? I mean, it's a hilarious bit. All the greats have done it. So, well, if all the greats have done it, it's kind of hacky, right? You're a writer. So why don't we just not do it? Because I don't feel comfortable wearing a dress. Oh, come on, Dave. Listen, we got it all set up. We're supposed to shoot. Every minute you waste costs this much money. You know, the pressure comes in. He said, I'm not wearing no dress, man. I'm funnier than a dress. Just give me something funny to say. I don't need to wear no dress to be funny. What am I, Milton Berle? You know, we're going like this. And then finally he's like, and he leaves. And then, like, the director comes, Dave, it really would be great if you wear the dress. What is wrong? What is this, Brokeback Mountain in here? So then, wear the dress. I don't want to wear the dress. I want to wear this dress. You know what I mean? This is, oh, gosh, this guy's so difficult. They leave. Now the producers comes, come on, David, would be so great. I mean, and then I started thinking about it. All the comics that I've seen, man, you know, strong brothers, why they be putting us in these dresses? But the minute it was clear, I was adamant, I'm not wearing a dress. I'm not wearing the dress. All right, fine. Think of something else. That comes back 10 minutes later. The whole new scene. Hot damn, how did you write the scene so fast?
He said they kept putting it in the script. They came back with a whole new script when he kept saying he wasn't going to do the dress. And he was like, hold on. How y'all come back in 5 minutes with a whole new script? That means you already had this prepared just in case I didn't want to do it. But it's not going to stop them from trying to get you to be, flexible. Wear this dress, do this. Oh, you'll take your shirt off? Oh, okay, cool. I guess you'll take your pants off in the next scene. Oh, you'll take your pants off? Oh, well, you'll do what Will Smith did in 6 Degrees of Separation for his ritual to get on into the film industry. And it's like, oh, okay, you'll do that, then you'll do it in real life at this party. And just keep going on and on. I really like how he put that, and then how he talked about, the devil basically giving you everything your heart desires, and then he's going to come back and get the end of that contract. Saying a lot of these guys made this deal a long time ago, and that's basically why we seeing these people expire. You know what I'm saying? Because you made that deal, and then you go on your life and you living, and, you on the fat of the land, riches, fame, all that good stuff. Everything starts to taper off. You're a little older, you're in your 50s, whatever, and boom, you come up dead. We get the headlines that this actor done died, this rapper done died. Guess what? They probably been living this whole time thinking that deal is just what it was, and boom, the devil comes to collect. Orlando Brown said it about Prince them years back. The internet was on fire. That was when Orlando Brown first started just telling crazy truth. He was like, yeah, the devil came and collected. He just said it easy, just like, yeah, the devil came and collected.
No, it's not gonna happen. It's not gonna happen. I'm a real nigga. That's not gonna happen.
Okay. What about Prince?
Man, Prince had it coming. The devil came and collected, period.
Prince had it coming, the devil came and collected. What was he collecting?
His nigga, what he signed? What did they sign over?
Oh, so you're saying that Prince signed a
I'm
deal?
not saying anything. I'm telling you facts.
Okay.
I'm not saying. I'm telling you facts. I'm telling you straight facts. He knew what he was doing when he was pacing.
Pacing?
Yeah, he was pacing outside. What was it, Walmart or Target? Come on, man, you gotta look at that shit. That nigga know.
Everybody just couldn't believe it. They're like, what? Nah. But, I mean, we hear it again from someone who grew up in Hollywood. We hear it again. Really, what are you willing to do for it? That's it. And it seems like Omar Gooden has kept his nose pretty clean, Obviously not his brother, Cuba Gooden Jr. We all know Cuba Gooden Jr. he been involved in some shit. Obviously, he was involved with the whole Diddy thing, and I think that producer Lil Rod or something, he was caught up in that whole story. We know Cuba liked to drink, party, wild dude. Cuba Gooding Jr. is a wild dude. So yeah, that part very interesting. Now I got another clip I want to play off from that same interview where he talks a little bit about the casting couch, and I also thought that was very interesting. So that being said, y'all, check this out.
Do you believe in the casting couch?
Oh,
Women
yeah.
sleeping with men to get roles?
Absolute. What? Absolutely. That's why you have some movies that are terrible, because they got the role because of the casting couch. It goes back to what I say about reading the room and people giving you that part, that role, that job because they like being around you. You've got two women you want to cast for this role. One is a great actress, but she's rude. The other one is not a great actress, but she fine as hell, and she'll get down however you want to get down. I think we're gonna get a role to her. We're gonna have, you know what I mean? It's gonna be a better time being around her than this one. No, thanks. And then you get this movie and it's like, ooh, who casted her? She's pretty, but good Lord. The casting couch is derived of creeps. No. It's basically, sometimes people are in a position of power now that they weren't in when they were younger, and they take advantage of that. You know what I mean? So, yeah, there's definitely that. And then when you hear about the people that have done this, that, or the third, it doesn't stop. So yeah, you can see it. Now, can I be specific? Sure, I know such and such, she did this, blah, blah, blah. Out of here. But just to answer your question, yes, totally believe in it. I mean, I don't know what the opposite is. Like, no, there's no such thing. People don't sleep around. Yes, they do. Very much so.
So you actually know women that slept their way to the top?
Sure. And the thing about it is, like, you have those females, and then you have other females who are on the same level as far as attractiveness, but they don't do that. And by associate, they think, oh, well, damn, if she'll do that, why wouldn't she do that? You know? And then I talk to these girls and I just be like, it's okay to lead them on, just don't put yourself in any weird positions. What I mean by that is, all right, they're throwing a party at a hotel, meet them in the lobby, have drinks with everybody, and then get the fuck out of there. No, we're all going up to the room. No, we all ain't. It's time to go. You can say, oh, I would, oh, I want to, but dang it, I got a thing in the morning. Matter of fact, you know what? I'm going to go and I'm going to come back. Give me the room number. I'll meet y'all there. Take your ass home. Don't go to the room and then wonder what the fuck happens in the room and be like, how did I get into this position? You know, you got an elevator. You know what I'm saying? So just learn to play the game. You got to play the game. There's some women that are fine as hell and they're flirtatious. Ooh. And everybody say the same thing. I could get that. Oh, yeah, the way she hugged me. Oh, the way she looked at me that time. Yeah, she kissed you. She kissed me on the mouth. And then nobody touch them. Yeah, did you get it? No, I never did. You never did either, huh? No, me neither. She was smart. She knew how to play the game. There's a casting couch. You could go sit on it, but just that's it. Get up. All right, I got to know, baby. I got to go. You sure? Someone, you want to lay down? I guess I can lay down for a little bit. No, go home. You know what I mean? So you got to make choices that make sense. But the girls too, in the moment, they really be distressed. Like, it seems like they see this and that's all they see. And how do I show them? It's more than that. Blah, 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 blah. Men are simple creatures. Give us the illusion that we might get some eventually in some point in time, and we will hold on to that faith. You will get the role, you can do the part, you can do the job. In the back of my mind, be like, one day she gonna let me have it. That day ain't coming. It ain't coming. But you ain't gotta let them know that right away. That's how women get into problems. They be like, no, you ain't gotta say all that. No thanks, baby. I got this. You know what? Give me your number. I'll call you. All right. Now let that man go on about his business. Don't try to tell him about himself. Now you embarrassed him in front of somebody, and now you into that, But I can't tell women how to be women. It's just professionally, I try to convey that you can do enough to not seem as standoffish or rude or prude or whatever the word is without all the way going there, and it's what I had to teach myself on just being social. And, as part of these casts and these groups, like, you can go out and hang out with them for a little bit. You can go chill. When they're passing the cocaine plate around, just pass it to someone else. You don't have to try it. Just, you can hang out without making them feel bad about it. You want some? Oh, not today. Now I got to take a day off. I don't know. Just be creative with it. Pass the plate and move on. Don't be like, man, you got to try. You square. I'll take a little bit. Nah, fuck out of here. Just like, no, I'm good, man. But you can give me another drink though. All right. Shots, and just move on, So there's ways to move around, and that's kind of what you got to be. There's a lot of rooms doors and parties and functions. You know what time to leave. Get your ass out of there. You know what your limit is to where you start making bad decisions. Don't drink like that. Don't party like that with strangers or people that you just met in weird spots. Take your ass home and party and do as much as you want. But when you out, you know, think accordingly. But it is very scary though. You see all these people that, you know, we joke about the Cosby thing, but that happens in real life. He put something in a drink. I woke up a couple times like, wait a minute, I wasn't drinking that much. What the hell? I'm glad my clothes is on. Okay, good. Whoa, what the hell?
Like I said, I think Omar had one of the best takes on both of those topics that I've heard in a while, especially the part about selling your soul. I mean, he even talked about it the way I talk about it as well, which a lot of people still come on my videos and say you can't sell your soul. It belongs to God and so on. And it's people always think that you can just grab your soul or the devil can walk up to you and snatch your soul and put it in his body and absorb it. It's not like a movie. I mean, the way he explained it is the same thing I've always talked about. It's your choices. What are you willing to do over and over and over? Like he said it perfect. And I really like that. He said, if you don't have a soul, you don't have a choice. If you don't have a soul, you don't have a say-so. Meaning you just have to do what they ask you to do regardless. There's no. If you've already agreed to it, you've already been blackmailed, they already got you on film doing this and that, you're done. You have to just do everything that you don't want to do. That's called selling your soul. Your soul is gone. And it's the same way with that casting couch stuff, because I mean, hey, that made a lot of sense. We've all seen a lot of trash ass movies, and it don't gotta just be women on the casting couch, it's men too. Because if you think about the Tyler Perry situation with old dude, he basically tried to sue Tyler Perry because he wasn't fulfilling his end of the deal with giving him, you know, the main role and all that good stuff. So it's not just women. But he's right. A lot of times you see a movie might got a little decent storyline and it's trash acting, but them the ones that was willing to have a little fun, but the ones that they really wanted wasn't, you know, they wasn't about it. So I mean, that part makes a lot of sense. You know, it really might give us a little insight to why it got us wondering, like, yo, who are these people acting in these movies? This shit is trash. You know what I'm saying? But obviously, we know not every single situation is, you know, casting couch. I mean, I guess some people do get chances to, you know, show their talent. But yeah, y'all, I thought those pretty good clips, man. I had to get on there and react to this one. He definitely he talks a lot. I saw somebody say you can ask him what time it is and he'll tell you a 10-page essay. I'm like, nah, he talk a lot for sure. But y'all let me know what y'all think about this one, man. Let me know what y'all want to see on the channel. Y'all already know what's going on, man. It's Black Balloon. And I'm gonna see y'all soon, all right? I'm out.